Welcome at Wellness Christ 1690. My video has been kind of late and slow this time around. It's been pretty busy, and I got a family member going on vacation soon, so I'm gonna be pulling double duty around the house and my house and his house. So I won't have a whole lot of time to be making videos that much. So next week is gonna be kind of rough. Next 2 weeks, I'm gonna be pretty much doing double duty when it comes to the home because I have had to go to my father's house. He's going on vacation for 2 weeks, so I won't really be. I might be on. Um, I might make videos here at my place and go his place, or I might make him some of mine at his place with the with the camera on my phone. Either way, I'll make videos, but it ain't gonna be a whole lot. So for 2 weeks, I'm gonna be pretty much MIA from YouTube. YouTube. So I'll be kind of MIA of YouTube. Not 100%. I won't be leaving YouTube in a while anytime soon, but next 2 weeks we kind of on and off. So the last thing I'm doing right now, getting that taken care of, getting my yard cut. Maybe I may have to go cut his probably. He's the one when he's gone for a week or two, so 2 weeks at least. So now today's video: how did GameStop get so big, and how is that playing a role in their death as a company? I know, guys. I'm talking about the rise and troubles of Battlefield 2042. I'm still digging in right now. Um, Still digging into it right now, trying to get an idea of what, because there's a lot of information on this game. I mean, a lot of information on this game. It's interesting how this game came out in 2021, and it has a cluster mess of a problem, and yet it's showing signs of a rebirth, so to speak. It came out in October, and there's a lot more to just the game is bad and that's it. A lot more on Call of Duty too as well, by the way. So I don't want to sit there and give you guys a half-ass one. I've been taking about 2 months on this. I know I told you guys the rise, fall, and rise again of Battlefield and the launch of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 um, abomination that has seen some success. So I've been waiting, trying to get as much information I can because I want to make sure I give you guys the information from point A to point B on both franchises and make sure I give you, the viewer who subscribed to my channel, thank you all 87 of you um, to watching my channel. So I want to give you the very best programming that I can give you with the unlimited funds I have and stuff like that. And I don't have great production value, but I have what I have: a headset from GameStop and stuff like that, and my gaming rig and my phone I use when I'm on out running the streets of Clarksville. I do a lot of mobile videos. I go out and drive and make a mobile video somewhere. That's how I do things. Okay. Anyway, though, speaking of that, early 2000s. We have to go back to around 2000, 2001, 2000. The PS2 and the Xbox released. Original Xbox One. The Xbox One we know, the black one, not the one, but the Xbox old one, the original one. And talking about how that released, talking about okay, gamers are a niche bunch of people. There's 100% fan base and everything. Consumer base, there's 100% in every fan base. Shoes, clothing, games, movies, doesn't matter. Okay? And what makes a difference between those fan bases is you have 20% from each fan base. We have sneakerheads. You might know some. I know two of them in my life. Sneakerheads. They know shoes, talk about shoes. They buy Jordans every year. They talk about Jordan, they talk about shoes. How many of you sneakerheads? I only know two. You might know a few of them. But the companies that make money off shoes are you and I that buy shoes to go to work and school or whatever the hell you do. Okay, that being said, so The 80% is making GameStop the money. 20%, the hardcore gamer, okay, hardcore gamer, no fanboys in here, is making GameStop the money. The 80%, not 20%. Um, Going back to my original hypothesis, the PS2 and the Xbox era was probably the best era for what we saw with the changing of the guard, so to speak. Gamers coming in getting ripped off, getting $5 for a game. GameStop selling for $54 because you have to saw a chart about today that showed a broke down chart that the publisher gets 27 to $30 per game. Let's say a game costs $60. This is back then, $60 back then. 70 now. So let's say it's make it even $30. Okay, $30 for publisher. Boom, off top. So, okay, let's go ahead and do some mathematics here. Okay, each game. Let's see, each game. I'm going to go do base games. Costs $70. Okay, minus $30 per publisher. That's $40. Minus distribution, $4. Minus another, say, transportation to make it simple. Let's say $5. Um, Crap. Sorry, I made a mistake there. 70 minus 30 minus. Damn it. Please stop. 70 minus 30 minus, let's say, $5 distribution, minus another $5 for the transportation, the vehicle, and let's say, any type of, fee they have to add, with stuff. So they may get $30 out of this. Okay, for every $70 game, GameStop will get probably 30, 25, $30. So almost split down the middle between the publisher and GameStop. So if they can sell a game, let's say a game for $70, they sell it for $65 used. They plus margin minus say 30. They plus themselves $35 for each customer that buys that game used. Now this is different. 2000 money, say it's $60, so it might be around 15, $20 they have together. But even if you put $15 and you add, okay, let's say they give Johnny here, okay, they give Johnny, once again, can calculate again, they give Johnny $5 for the game, okay, minus $54. They made $49 off of Johnny's $5 game, let's say, Call of Duty. And let's say times it by 5, let's say every store had like say 5 people, and times 5, they made $245 with 5 people. This is rough estimate math going from what I've seen before. And what really makes me wonder about this situation is that GameStop is making hand over fist money back in 2020, 2007 to 2006 to 2012. The 6-year span, they were raking in money because consoles came out. You had the PS2 still selling. PS3 came out in 2006. 360 came out in 2005, 2004. So you had a lot. You had the Wii U or the Wii been out since way before that. So you had 3 consoles out there, right? And so the consumer wants to, the budget consumer wants to go buy. Okay, well, I'm gonna buy Johnny a PS2 because PS3's out and he had PS1. We're going PS2. We're gonna take our time. So now, Mrs. Timmy or Julie, or his name is, or Johnny, goes out there and buys the PS2. Thinks she's getting a great deal because it's used. But the customer traded in PS2, so they got $80 for it. the GameStop guy turned around and sells it to Mrs. Well, what's her name, and Mrs. Timmy for $180. So he increased his stuff by $100, and all the accessories she has to buy for it, the controllers, the camera, the games, that. So you're walking out the door with $500 worth of stuff that's used. So GameStop had made a killing off this, and they made 100% of all that. So they didn't have to give $500 here. No, they gave $500 to their store. Now, I didn't go to the employees, obviously, when they went to GameStop Incorporated. So all that stuff there, all that used stuff you talk about, hurt the publisher because okay, well, we have to increase money. So they increased from 49 to 59 to now $69 because games cost money. But here's the kicker though. I'm gonna go on Steam real quick here though and tell you something about some prices here. Okay? Let's go to the Steam store real quick. I know Steam been around even back then. Okay? Let's look at some sales here, some games here. Uh, Division 2, been out for a long while. $29. Okay? Let's go ahead and do some math here. Let's go Division 2. Division 2. Let's say Xbox side. Okay. It's selling for online, it's selling for $14 to $32. Let's look at GameStop. Let's look at GameStop sells it at. Just one want to make sure here and talk about some stuff here. Okay. Now, let's look at this. See how much it costs here. See how much it costs. Yeah, you can get it for $23 digital, $39, $29. So you can get it same price, and you get the Division 2 with all the stuff for $79. Some of it, Ubisoft, PC. There's a lot of games on here. Xbox. There's a lot of games on here you can get on here, right? Pro membership and save money. Okay, let's say here. Let's look at it. Okay, so it says $4.99. Okay, it's a GameStop game. So that being said, it is a little cheaper at GameStop than buying it on Steam. Why is that? GameStop is trying to keep themselves from going out of business. Okay? GameStop trying to keep themselves from going bust. But even on Xbox, this is probably the Xbox app. Prime example. Xbox app. Okay? Okay, we're going to Xbox app here. We're gonna go buy some games here. Let's go buy a Division 2. Division. And let's see if it pops up here. See if we can find it anywhere. We can find it anywhere. Let's see if we can find it anywhere. I need where we can find. Okay. And we can find it. See if we can find it to make sure we can find it here. I know, guys, I'm going kind of weird here, but I want to make sure you guys know this stuff before you start running out there buying this stuff. Okay. And so looking at it right now, I find this crap when you need to find it, obviously. Trying to find this stuff in like a needle and sack of needles. But anyway, though, trying to find this stuff, it's not hard to find. Just take a little time to find this stuff. Let's see here. Here we go. I'm trying to figure stuff out, guys. Sorry, I'm out. Sorry. It's trying to figure stuff out, trying to get this stuff going here. But yeah, there is a lot of games here. But let's see if we can find what we're looking for. if it'll show us anything at all. Um, yeah, of course, nothing wants to work when you have to try to find it. But when you're trying to find this stuff, it's like trying to find a needle stuck in neck of needles. Okay, so, but really, it's trying to understand what you're looking for. And the Division 2, guys, is a game that's been out for a long period of time. A long period of time. I think people need to understand that. Division 2 been out for a long period of time. And if GameStop is still selling it cheaper, but Microsoft is not, then why is GameStop having trouble? I think the biggest issue why GameStop is falling hard times is, and the Division is one of them, but even other games like Call of Duty, okay? Once again, let's go back to GameStop again. Type COD. Let's look at this one. $44 used, brand new. $37, $38 on GameStop. Okay, let's go to the store here on Steam. We'll type in COD. It'll bring it up, obviously. It'll bring it up, like it always does. See how much it is. Go ahead, go through all the damn stuff here. Look for it. And then go through all this crap. Look for it. New page. And Lord behold, the game is worth drum roll, please. Trying to figure out, trying to figure this stuff out here because it's hard to figure this stuff out. You gotta find all this crap. Originally the games were about $60, $50, whatever it is on amps. It's cheaper on Steam normally. Gotta figure out what I'm looking for. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I had all my stuff in the order. Of course, when I come on here, it goes right down the toilet. It seems like I don't know why it's so hard to keep anything going up here. But anyway, though, really understandable. Buy all the stuff for the Steam on Xbox to be dollars, But really something you need to look at and really understand what you're getting into. Really, I think with it being cheaper on Steam, it letting people have a sense of false narrative. Well, it's hard, guys. Hard to find this stuff. I'm sorry. It's like everything is like trying to block me from seeing the prices. Like, really, guys? So it's like you have to literally be buying it brand new to understand it. But yeah, with Call of Duty and Battlefield, you can get on Game Pass Ultimate. I bought it on Steam because I'm an idiot. But you can get Game Pass. You can get Battlefield on there. But the reason why GameStop is having problems because places like Microsoft, Game Pass, and PlayStation Now, PlayStation, what you call Plus, is having the things that they're having, the sales. See, the game companies now are having more sales than they ever had before, and GameStop is really suffering from that because they don't know how to combat that. They have sell game for profit, guys, but used games is no longer their forte. Again, we don't believe me. Look at the crap they're peddling now in there. When the last time you run in for a backpack at GameStop? When the last time you run in there for Pogs or little cups? Don't say, well, I buy stuff there occasionally. You really do. I go in there and I buy Game Pass Ultimate cards because I get a $5 coupon, or I'll go buy it at Sam's Club if I can get it cheaper. I don't sit there and buy stuff at GameStop because I can buy a game. Now, granted, no, I might get Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Odyssey 2 when it does finally ever drop. I'll get a Switch because my Switch doesn't play. But doesn't mean I'm gonna sit there and buy stuff at GameStop after that. Because I'm gonna go on Walmart waiting for me at Walmart to unwrangle that. I think I can buy it, go home and buy it digitally. But I like to have the cue card thing to pop in there, the little thing pop in there, and play it that way. Um, that being said, though, is there any real serious reason to go to GameStop? No, not anymore. Not in the sense of the advent of what I talked about with the game history from 2006 to 2012, or even 2005 to 2012, that 7 6 7 year period, where GameStop was firing all cylinders. When I started, but no, the downfall of GameStop to me personally, I'm gonna close here in about 5 10 minutes. The downfall of GameStop happened when they started partnership with Cricket, and then they bought their own cell phone company. And they tried all this other crap, and they're having stupid garbage that no one cares about put into their system. No one cares about having stupid dumbass crap that you may or may not buy, like backpacks and stuff like that. People are like, well, I might buy that stuff. Yeah, really. You're really gonna run to a GameStop to go buy Pogs or buy stupid crap like that. You're not gonna buy that crap. You're just saying that, just to be a anti person, to be on the opposite side because you think it's funny. And all you're doing is making something like an idiot. Well, I'll buy a backpack. So you tell me you're gonna buy a Hello Kitty backpack or a backpack of a game that you may not even have interest in, just because you want to have an interest in the game because you think it's funny to be that that grain against that blade against the grain because you think it's funny. That's all what that is. It's more or less a bravado with, well, I want to go ahead and be anti-person, so I'm going to fight against this person every type of way and say I go to buy this stuff. Trolls do that crap, folks. Okay, a troll's a troll. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's trolling GameStop or Lowe's, whatever it's trolling. The Reddit site is trolling something. That's why I think a lot of GameStop employees are having a lot of a lot of unplaced trust in the corporation, and the people think, oh yeah, GameStop's doing fine because I go in there and buy a backpack every 6 months or every other year. But you go to school, how half of you have been in school in 10 years. So I mean, it's really something you have to look at. Are you going to go out and go buy a backpack at GameStop? You're not. GameStop started getting into the weird realm of crap right around after 2013 when they realized that the PS4 and the Xbox One was not going to be as profitable as the previous Xbox 360 and PS3 were exceedingly profitable because people were not getting rid of their consoles right away. People were still playing on PS3s and on playing on their PS2s or PS3s and Xbox 360s. They were not buying the Xbox One or PS4 because they didn't need it. They didn't need that that system because they knew it'd be $500 for one, 400 for another one, and they weren't going to make away with it yet. Because then, personally, it was not making a feasible sense to go buy a brand new console when the games are not out yet. See, the game developing had to take a backseat to a lot of things because you couldn't release a game every 6 months. And so what happened with Dreamcast when they had a bunch of hardware right off the gate, longevity, they didn't have anything coming out. They shot the wall. They shot and hit the ceiling with all they had. Then after that, later on, they had nothing to launch up in the air. They had nothing to launch into space. They shot up in the air all that they had at one time. They fired all the thrusters, rocked them in the air, but it came crashing down the end because it couldn't sustain itself and keep going up. And that's where a lot of companies like THQ like that, but a lot of companies like Sega fell apart. they use a little rocket fuel, all the games they had, put it in there, turned it out one time, and rocked it up. It was going to be going period of time until they realized that the ship was coming back down even faster than it went up. And GameStop is that way. GameStop has been free falling for the last 5 years, and really, it's not. It's passe to say that they're going to fall apart and die. They've been dying since 2015, 2013. But to say that they're a company that's been around for long for another 10 years, they could be. GameStop will probably be a place that says we're a stop shop now. We're selling backpacks and pogs and gaming cards. They might get out of used game because used game market is going small. Look at the Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo stuff. It's winding down pretty good. Okay, they're not selling used games as much as they could. Granted, little Johnny gets gets the Xbox X series. He might go out and buy some games at GameStop. Just feel like he put something in there to play it. But most games he's going to play will be on Game Pass Ultimate. And that's how it is. Okay? And that right there is how it is, folks, when it comes to the realization that these games, GameStop is a no longer useful brand. People have gotten tired of being mistrusted, got tired of being misused, got tired of being undersold and overpriced. They got tired of being lied to. And the generation that bought all this crap woke up, said, you know what? We're not doing this anymore. Like, no, I don't want that. And they go online, Amazon, they go to Walmart and trade games. They went to Best Buy at one time and did this stuff. And they had better deals or better stuff at the time. So in GameStop, like, hey guys, we sell games here, but no one's here because of that reason. Because GameStop it wasn't management, it wasn't the associate, it wasn't the Power Awards card. What killed GameStop was GameStop killed GameStop. GameStop screwed GameStop. And no doubt in my mind that GameStop killed the goose laying the golden egg. And all they had to do was to keep the prices down, prices fair, and keep the customer happy with the stuff that they're bringing in. And they couldn't even do that because they worried about that nickel and diamond stuff. Give you $5. Those commercials where people will take a foam and thing and throw it through a window, and GameStop says, $5, and they start free $60 game, and they start throwing stuff through the window and stuff and breaking stuff down. That's what GameStop, and that was a joke, the GameFly used to build their audience. That pretty much deflated them too as well, because once again they had to compete with online distribution, and that was the Achilles heel for a lot of things, including Blockbuster, Movie Gallery I mentioned before, GameStop, and Redbox, and even GameFly. That you have to deal with this stuff in a certain way. And GameStop could never get around it. They thought, hey, no, we'll be around forever. We know everything. We're Superman. Well, they're not Superman. Because the customer went to go buy stuff from Kryptonite stores. They're not buying from Superman GameStop stores anymore. I'm not saying that GameStop is not profitable. But when you lose 19% of money, revenue from last year, quarterly earnings, you're not doing too well. Okay, I know every company has downfall. But GameStop has been a downfall for the last almost 10 years now. Since 2013. Eventually, they're going to hit the ground. It's going to be it. Now, it can last another year or two. Give me another 5 years. Who knows? But I know one thing. GameStop will not be around if they don't change them quickly. But I think it's too little too late for that one. What do you think, guys? Comment below. Do you think GameStop will be around in the next 5 years? If you do work at GameStop, comment below as well. Once again, thank you for watching my video, guys. Like, subscribe if you can't remember, ring that bell, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can on another video. Peace out.